ACC on ESPN comes to you tonight from the banks of the Ohio River in Louisville as we wish you happy holidays. Holiday Hoops on ESPN presented by Kay Jewelers showcases the 4th-ranked Cardinals against Cal State Northridge inside the KFC Yum Center here tonight. Louisville, a perfect 10-0 so far this year. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Wayne Randazzo, and Montrezl Harrell will not be playing tonight. Jay, a 1-game suspension handed to him by the ACC.
Well, for Louisville, it's all about the game before the game. That big-time matchup with Kentucky is looming on December 27th. But tonight we'll get a chance to see the maturity of Louisville if they'll be able to take care of business against CSUN.
We take you back to Saturday and why Montrezl Harrell is not playing tonight against Western Kentucky. This scuffle right here.
Really thought Conference USA should have suspended number 5 for Western Kentucky, Brendan Price, who hit Montrezl Harrell in the groin. But regardless, Montrezl Harrell cannot react like that. Throws a punch. The ACC gives him a 1-game suspension, but he will be eligible to play in the game against Kentucky on Saturday.
Montrezl Harrell averaging a double-double this year, 16.7 points, 10 rebounds per game. He will play Saturday, as you mentioned, against Kentucky. We take a look at tonight's starting lineup without Montrezl Harrell, brought to you by Kay Jewelers. And for Louisville, with Terry Rozier in there, their leading scorer. Shifty footwork there as well. 5 points so far for Rozier. Another turnover. Snyder lobbing it up. Blackshear for the jam.
Going about 6-7.
Albano got it knocked away from Walton. After a turnover, Michigan looking for the lead back. But a dogfight here tonight in Ann Arbor. Zach Irvin puts the Wolverines back on top.
Plays solid defense, only 16 on the shot clock. Guard without fouling and hope to get a turnover or a forced miss.
Tuttle kicks it out to Washburn. Good ball movement. Bohannon drains the three. Landon Drew breaking that full court press. On the baseline, a hand up on that ball as Elliott tried to go inside. And now the run for Louisville. All the way to Rozier goes with the one-hand dunk.
This is shocking.
A big miss from Nazione. A 3 for Michigan would tie the game. Walton lost it. Trying to save it. It goes into the backcourt. And Michigan able to call that last timeout. Up on that Ring of Honor here at Chrysler Arena. Atlanta Rice, certainly a guy you know pretty well, Corey.
Yeah, he's got a few buckets on my teams, I'll say that.
21-19 lead for Michigan here as the second half is about to begin. Both of these teams hoping for some buckets in these last 20 minutes. Karis LeVert only 3 points in the first half. Before they came on his first shot after that, he was silent.
He really was. Eastern Michigan did a great job identifying him out of the zone. But I'm sure Coach Beilein has made some adjustments. You'll see a different Michigan offensive team here in the second half.
Michigan 27-2 all-time against Eastern Michigan. Last time the Eagles won was in this building. 1997, the bank open for Eastern Michigan. That's the second time they've used it. This time, Okoloji.
That's my guy, Okoloji, graduate transfer from George Mason. The opportunity to spend some time with him last summer. But I had nothing to do with showing him how to shoot that off the glass.
Remember, Eastern Michigan is 7-1. They started this season undefeated. They finally lost this past Saturday against Dayton. As LeVert goes up and under and gets on the board for the first time since very early on.
Well, we talked about seeing some adjustments, and that's the first time we've seen LeVert attack the basket. So from that standpoint, one of the things you know about the zone is, especially when they play it the same way as Syracuse does, they're going to extend those wings. You'll have opportunities to drive past them. Normally there's a big guy waiting for you. That time, no resistance at the rim for LeVert.
Okoloji trying to attack the basket. Now an open look for Ethan Albano. And the true freshman hits it from long range. Albano just an 11% three-point shooter this year. And he made that one.
And 2 back-to-back threes out of halftime for Eastern Michigan, and they kind of got their offense going a little bit. The bank was fortunate, but that one was a straight-on knockdown 3.
LeVert trying his hand from three-point range.
It's almost time for me to start singing. I knew it would get to a point to where I could start singing Casanova. I felt like he would heat up in the second half. I'm going to give him a few more baskets before I destroy our broadcast by my singing voice.
LeVert had 32 in his last game. You'd have really been singing the tunes if you were here Saturday. Raven Lee misses the three, and Walton gets the long rebound. Zach Irvin looking for a shot. Burt runs into a double team. There's Irvin for three. That one falls. And all of a sudden, whatever wasn't happening in the first half is happening here in the second.
They got some go-go juice at halftime. Offense got started. We might see both these teams get to 60 now. That would be fortunate.
Sudden outburst from both squads to start this second half. Michigan's 3 for 3 since halftime. And Samuels has been quiet tonight. Off the rim, he gets it to roll through. The 6'11 Samuels gets on the board.
This is more of the game we were expecting coming in. Both teams able to, be effective on the offensive game. These are two good offensive teams coming in.
Zach Irvin again, this time short. Raven Lee gets the rebound. How can you explain the shivering offenses in the first half and the hot start to this second?
Well, and it's a small thing, but, one of the things about this game, there was a women's game before our game. So the guys only got about 45 minutes onto the court. So their normal workout routine, warm-up routine probably wasn't the same. We're going to say that was the excuse for the poor shooting in the first half, especially being that they come out on fire in the second half.
Okoloji misses from the corner. Walton looking to push for Michigan. Almost lost it, but stays with it. With the left hand, he can't finish. It's out of bounds, and it will stay with Michigan.
And Michigan got it going in the second half. And, of course, Karis LeVert, the guy that gets them going. A great move with the left-hand reverse and then knocking down the three ball. And it wasn't just LeVert. Now Zach Irvin gets involved in the mix, and he's able to knock down the three. And now Michigan starting to pick up a little rhythm on the offensive end.
Irvin averaging 16 per game, but he scored a total of 10 in the last 3 halves. LeVert going strong inside, can't get it. And Carrington Ward pulls it off the glass for Eastern Michigan, who still maintains a rebounding edge in this one. Shai trying to fight off a couple of defenders. Now that one out of bounds. It will go to Michigan. Although Price thought it hit off the Wolverines. He was the last one to touch it. Showing from Rob Murphy's team in this second half, a team that started the year all with home games. They won all 7. First road game, a test at Dayton. They lost that one Saturday, but that was a tie game with about 6 minutes left.
And Rob Murphy's team going to play 3 straight opponents that competed in the Elite 8 last year. They go to Michigan State next, so they really are tested in their schedule.
Irvin tried to save that one after the air ball from Walton. And at least the two teams, after a slow first half, have started shooting here in the second.